Without Ghana, I do not think many African countries would be where they are today. Yes, without Ghana, many African countries would still literally be begging for their freedom. Today, guys, I have this particular video to share with you. This video is a video from Rwanda. The Rwanda government have decided to build a monument in honor of Ghana in their country. And do you want to know why? I'm gonna be sharing the video here for you all to watch. Please watch from the beginning to the end to know the reason why if the Rwanda government have decided that they want to build this monument in honor of Ghana. Please, as you're watching, like the video, share the video, and subscribe.
Rwanda continues to celebrate Ghana because of what our armed forces did. When other countries left during their genocide, that very horrendous episode they don't want to remember. It was Ghanaian troops who stayed and saved lives, created humanitarian corridors for aid and for assistance to come later. That is why Rwanda has presented its highest national awards to Ghanaians, the Ghanaian commanders, led by General Anyidoho. They celebrate him unto this day. When General Anyidoho arrives in Rwanda, he has received the highest national award. Do you know the Rwandans have written to the foreign ministry that they want to come to Ghana and establish a monument?
They have?
Yes. And I put together a committee. We have selected the location. It's going to be at the Bema camp. And they are coming. They say that they don't want us to contribute anything. They're going to use their own Rwandan taxpayer resources.
Because of our partaking
because
and
of what we
participation
did.
in the intervention?
The intervention. They say that if our troops didn't come there on peacekeeping and didn't stay, they don't know if they will be alive today. So the Rwandans in the next few days are going to start the erection of a monument here at Bema camp. And they want it to be an eternal and enduring.
So Rwanda wants to build a monument to honor in Ghana, to honor Ghanaian soldiers that stayed behind to help the Rwandese people during the Rwandan genocide. This is one of the military personnel that helped while people were leaving them to their fate. They stood behind to protect the Rwandan people. These are some of them as well. This is Kagame honoring some of them. This is Kagame and the other guy. And this is the I don't know if this is the exact monuments they want to build, but it looks cool to me. If this is what they are trying to build, looks really nice. But yeah, shout out to Rwanda.
To note the role that Ghana Army generals played in Rwanda, demonstrating that Africans can indeed be the most reliable partners even in the most difficult times. At the heart of the 1994 crisis, the UN Security Council in New York was contemplating the decision to close down its peace mission in Rwanda in view of the deteriorating security situation. They voted to withdraw and send home well-equipped troops along with many soldiers from different countries. However, a contingent of about 450 soldiers from Ghana ignored the orders from the UN Security Council to withdraw from Rwanda. To them, it was impossible to turn their backs on Rwanda. Where others fled or were withdrawn by their governments, leaving Rwandans to their fate, the over 450 mostly young Ghanaian soldiers remained in Rwanda and continued to do the right thing. Some deployed to stadiums in Rwanda, and while others stationed at Kigali's airport, turning them into safe zones for refugees fleeing the fighting.
I said to myself, as an African general playing a role in the mission, we cannot turn our backs on Rwanda. And I said, this is the time or the period that the Rwandese need us the most. I therefore sought and obtained approval from the government of Ghana to retain a residual force to assist in addressing the deteriorating security situation in whichever way possible. I am therefore privileged to receive this medal on behalf of the officers and troops who stood behind me to ensure that together we made our humble contributions in ensuring peace returned to Rwanda. I dedicate this medal to the heroes who paid the ultimate price. Today I stand in this beautiful country of Rwanda in awe and admiration of great transformation that has taken place in spite of the history that has occasioned this ceremony. I am particularly elated, not just because of this honor done me and my fellow peacekeepers, but because the people of Rwanda made the decision to put the past behind them and build their country together irrespective of their background. I salute the resilience of the people of Rwanda.
The Ghanaian battalion saved countless lives under the most difficult circumstances. They demonstrated the courage that so many others absolutely were unable to sustain in the face of such a horrible catastrophe. Now, why is this important? The kind act of bravery by Ghana soldiers in Rwanda shows that fellow Africans on the continent remain the best and most reliable partners that African countries can have.
I would like to also take this opportunity to advise the leaders of our continent, of the African continent, to work for peace at all times. Because as much as we may be speaking different languages and belong to different geographical areas, if we don't eschew divisive politics and policies, we will not get anywhere. If we take our peace for granted and lose it, no one will fix it for us. And no one was here to fix it in 1994. It is my prayer and hope that never again will this continent witness the destruction of ourselves. Indeed, it is for peace that Rwanda has been playing a leading role in deploying troops to conflict zones, no matter where. Let me take this opportunity to thank Your Excellency for giving recognition to the modest contribution Ghana made to restore the sanctity of Rwanda. I would also like to thank the officers and soldiers who stood with me and say thank you to the people of Rwanda for giving peace a chance.
Ghana's involvement in peacekeeping dates back to the early 1960s when it contributed troops to the United Nations operation in the Congo. Since then, the country has consistently demonstrated its commitment to international peace and security by participating in numerous peacekeeping missions on the African continent. Ghanaian peacekeepers have been deployed to various conflict zones, providing support in post-conflict reconstruction, humanitarian assistance, and maintaining peace and security. They often serve in challenging environments, where their role involves a range of activities, including monitoring ceasefires, protecting civilians, facilitating humanitarian assistance, and supporting the implementation of peace agreements. One other notable example of Ghana's involvement in peacekeeping is its contribution to the United Nations interim in the Middle East with the aims to maintain peace and prevent hostilities between the Lebanese armed forces and the Israel Defense Forces. Ghana's engagement in peacekeeping goes beyond military contributions. The country has also been involved in training and capacity building initiatives, sharing its expertise with other African nations to enhance their peacekeeping capabilities. This collaborative approach reflects Ghana's commitment to fostering a culture of peace and security in Africa.
South Africa, let's go to Rwanda now, where its President Paul Kagame has conferred the National Order of Bravery to retired Ghanaian generals for staying back to save people during the 1994 genocide.
Kagame commended Henry Anidoho and Joseph Adinkra for their dedication and commitment. He also wished them a happy Liberation Day, which Rwanda observes to celebrate the end of genocide. The National Order of Bravery is awarded to an individual or group of individuals who demonstrated outstanding supreme acts of self-sacrifice to save the life of one or many people.
Yes, it says,
I congratulate you and I thank you for your dedication and commitment. Where others fled or were withdrawn by their governments, leaving Rwandans to their fate, these officers remained and continued to lead their men and women and did what was right to do. Through you, General Amanfor, I convey our deep appreciation to the government and people of Ghana for this decision.
Pretty interesting there. And of course, if you look back in history, those Ghanaian soldiers did, sacrifice a lot, to ensure that people were saved in Rwanda back then.
Just look at what Ghana has done for Africa. Without the motherland Ghana, there are some countries that will still be suffering till date. There are some countries that won't even see their brake lights. So that is the reason why in everything, a lot of countries still appreciate Ghana for helping them either gain their independence or be free from their colonial masters. So Ghana is what it is, the gateway to Africa, the pillar of Africa, Without Ghana, there is no Africa. If you keep doubting that, please keep arguing with your keypad. And if you want to keep arguing, go and make your research. Go back and make a video by yourself, because this alone should tell you how strong and powerful Ghana is. Please don't forget to like the video, share and subscribe.